Hi, how's it going?
It's hard to tell you how's it going. We are live, and it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you, how are you?
well, yeah, I was just about to say with that as well too. It's just like I'm very fortunate right now that you guys are still here. You're still going strong, and we're able to spend some time being able to talk about some great new music.
Yeah, it's cool. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
firstly, we need to tell that our English is not so good, and I hope we will understand each other.
Oh, it's working great so far, so I think we should be okay with that. So. But
Hope so.
yeah, yes, again, thank you very much for taking the time to do this and being able to talk about this great new album that's going to be coming out in just a few weeks now on your new label with Napalm Records.
Yeah. Thank
Yes,
you.
exactly.
So, with that in mind, I mean, obviously, over the past few years, being able to build up this band and make it the best you possibly can be, what is it like to be on a label like Napalm Records now?
It's cool actually. It's what we dreamed about the whole our life, to make a record deal with a major label.
Yeah.
It's super huge for us, and it shows us that we are on the right path, and everything is working. People see something in our music,
Yeah. Yeah.
so it's super cool.
Oh, it's great to hear that too. I mean, yeah, especially when you got a label like Napalm Records that is such a huge name and they're able to have such a great variety of different kinds of heavy bands on there and seeing a band like you guys being a part of that as well too and having just discovered you guys from this album and then being able to check back on the previous material as well and just seeing the evolution of this band. It's so cool to see where you are at right now musically here in 2022. I mean, when you get heavy, it gets very heavy, but when you show the variety and the different styles of music that you incorporate it with, and the fact that no two songs sound the same and you're able to show off all these different sides of your musical personality, I love that so much.
Thank
Good.
you.
Actually, it was the mission. It was our mission. As we told in previous interview, and Alex will tell this part about every composition from this album.
Yeah. This was like a mission. We tried to make all new songs from new album, like different images. When you listen into the song, you you imagine something in your head, and we tried to make this image different, and we hope it works, because we hear a lot
Responses.
responses. Yes, that people say that all the songs are so different and it's full of surprises, so we're just happy with that, and
Yeah.
we glad that you noticed this too.
Actually, the conception of our band is in our name. So, Space of Variations is a variety of some different strange things, and we will thin this conception even more in future. So because we see that it works for people, we like we love to see um, how people surprise about what they hear in this new album and in our art generally. So it's cool that you noticed that the songs are different with different vibes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I very much appreciate that as well too, because especially on the first listen, I love the fact that I had no idea what to expect once I started hearing all of these changes, all of these variations that was going on, because that to me, that's what makes an album exciting is when you don't know what direction it's going to be going in the first time. And then with every listen past that, you're able to listen to it and you're able to discover more like the different style changes, all the different layers in the music, the production, the instrumentation. You're able to uh, pick apart all these different moments, but that first time when you hear it, and it's just so cool to see the contrast that's going on with it, and then being able to really enjoy it more and more the more that you know what's going on.
Yeah,
Cool.
it was like for us as artists, it was like always we always love to push these boundaries, to make some experiments, to see to see ourselves even from different perspectives, you know,
Good point.
perspectives. So like we are opened ourselves too in this like
Record.
in this record. So it always curious what's there more in our art. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Oh, yes, definitely. So thinking about that as well, I mean, when you were opening yourselves up more on this album, how did you know what direction that you wanted to go in? I mean, was it something that felt right the first time? Did you have like particular things that you wanted to be able to work towards musically? Like, how did that work?
I guess it works very natural
Yeah.
for us. We just reflect our feelings, our vibe. We was not like discussed in which direction we will go. We just writing, we was writing the music, and let's see what this music, where this music will bring us. So it was something like this.
Yeah, something natural.
So, also with that in mind, I mean, obviously with trying these different ideas, was there when you were putting the songs together, was there many changes that had to be made, or did you have the ideas originally to begin with, or you know, with the song structure, like how did that work?
It works like it depends on each song. Some of tracks are some of tracks look like they were mm, 95% in sketches in drafts, but some of tracks were changed like 15% or something like this. You know, we made this experiment with structures. Some parts are super original from taken from sketches, but some parts were changed uh, uh, when we were mixing the album, when the album was on a stadia etap. When we were mixing album, we still changed some parts and changed sounds.
So the changes was almost till the end.
Yeah.
And we hope that we did all right.
Yeah, and so there is no formula for songwriting.
Yeah, but actually, yeah, there is some structure of the songs. Yeah, it could be kind of formula, but from song to song, this formula has
Change.
so different, many varieties,
Yeah.
and so we're just trying to make art, trying to be honest in our art, and trying to, как сказать, to удивлять,
Trying to surprise people.
trying to surprise people. Yeah, that's it's very cool when someone listen to our music and and he's very surprised. Like as you say earlier, you don't know what to expect next, and there was a mission. For me, it's huge when you're listening to the music, and it's not just a regular music that you hear like everywhere. When like when people react like this, you know, oh, what the fuck, what's going on there? this is the, for me, purest pleasure, because that's what we tried to do, but actually very natural. We're not trying to do it.
We're not trying
That's
to
just
be special.
yeah. That's just the concept of the band Space of Variations, and from beginning, even from 2009, our music was kind of strange a little bit. That's what we want to take from that years. That's what we take from this years to now. I hope you understand.
Oh yes. And that makes me so happy to hear that too, that everything just comes off so naturally, that everyone in the band has the same mission to be able to create the right kind of music that feels right for the band, that, you know, like no ideas are off limits unless they don't sound good for the song. You know, just being able to try all these different things, be as natural as possible, and just write what feels good to you. And it's
Yeah,
so great to see that, because you know, just seeing the reception that you've been getting lately, you know, just from online and all these upcoming tour things that are happening as well. I mean, it's great to see the popularity and the rise of the band happening this way.
yeah. So, you know, you said very right thing. Firstly, we need to love the song. If we enjoy the song, it's our like or Oriental. We're very like we orient to our inner feelings about the song, not some producer, not someone from fans. Yeah, we just always
listening to
ourselves. Yeah, and if we enjoy it, there will be a lot of people who will enjoy it too.
Yeah, people feel when artists make music and this music resonate with artist's soul. People feel it when it's not fake, you know. So we're trying to be not fake. This is one of the most one of the important moments.
Yeah, again, that just makes me so happy to hear that. And yeah, thinking about that as well too. I mean, obviously when you can get the backing of a label like Napalm Records and you want to be able to show off this album right, what was it like to be able to decide what singles you wanted to show off from the album, what videos you wanted to make as well? Like, and of course a lot goes into that. So what was that like for you?
So no, actually, the one of the coolest parts to work with Napalm Records, that mostly these decisions is like
comes
from the band. Yeah, they can to offer you some variation. Yeah, maybe this song, but the last word is behind the band. And it's super cool because I know there is a different situation between labels and bands. A lot of labels there, they go to all these processes, even to songwriting. They like, if you understand what I'm saying. So they try to be everywhere and do a lot of things like.
Inside the band. So with Napalm Records, it works in another way, and we pick the tracks, and how we pick the tracks. It's a different question, because we like all the tracks from the album, and we always have this problem when we have to make new music video, for example. We have long discussion.
Which song?
We'll talk with guys and we try to figure out what song we will use for next video, because we think, oh, this song is okay, but we have this song and this one, which we will use, which we will film. It's hard to pick, but I don't know. We try to listen to ourselves, yeah, and try to
to listen
to reality, yes.
to reality, and to the whole band members.
Yeah.
Like so we're discussing it, we're listening to these different opinions and trying to make the best decision for the band.
Yeah.
Oh, that very much makes sense. And I think so far you have chosen some great singles to be able to show off from this album. And again, like we've talked about, the great thing about this is even with the singles that are being shown off, it's not a it doesn't really show off what the entire album is about because every song is so different. You know, it's just like it gives you a little taste of what you can do, but it makes you want to listen to the whole album to see everything that's going on with this particular album.
Cool.
Yeah,
cool.
it was really we hope actually that it will works like this, and a lot of people told us the same actually.
Yeah.
So and it was the idea, and it's cool that it works. You know, I know that's all.
That's all.
So yeah, and again, just thinking about the music and how that all comes together, and even though it is so varied, it does come off so natural, and it was meant to be this way. What is it like when you start adding the lyrics on top of that? I mean, how do you know what direction you want to go into when it comes into the lyrical content?
So it always the reflection of you. I just tried to like catch the main theme, and then me and Alex, we are writing the lyrics, and we're trying to catch the main theme, the main vibe of the song, but it's like it comes very natural too. So
Yeah.
that's what I want to say. It's always something that you want to express from the bottom of your soul, heart, I don't know, of your inner vision, and it's not just words for me. For me, it's very like very therapeutic stuff that is with me from my childhood almost. I felt a lot better when I write something, some line, when I expressing myself in some lyrical way. I feel myself a lot better.
Yeah, and I want to add that I think we are not the band who write lyrics about weather. I don't know, about some regular situation in a shop or something like this. We always try to talk in our lyrics. We always try to talk about global things, about some basic stuff, about deep consciousness, subconsciousness things that every human have from childhood. We always talk about existential stuff, about life, about death, about about something really global and something that everyone knows, that everyone can feel, and we tried to express it with a beautiful metaphors in our music, in our lyrics, with some interesting words, with a, I mean, game of words, yeah.
Game of words.
Game of words, yeah. So lyrics for us, it's like one more tool to express our art, to express our understanding of reality of life,
and to express our vision of life as a human beings. So every word is on its place for me, and it's great that someone from different parts of the world can read these lines, and maybe these lines will help him in some way. because I had a lot of responses, and it's huge. It's huge because it's something bigger than you. We're like just regular guys from Ukraine, not from the biggest city. Not as regular, not super regular, but we're simple people as everyone, and it's cool that we did something bigger than we are.
Yeah, and I did want to ask about the lyrics because of what both of you have just mentioned. Like, the more that I listen to the songs and the more I'm able to really start to know the lyrics, the more that it starts to hit me uh when I'm able to feel these emotions that's going on. And it is so relatable. I mean, whether you're looking at something more personal or you're looking at something more global, you're able, both of you are able to hit all of these different kinds of emotions that are very real, and they fit so perfectly well with the music. And just knowing that it does come off so natural like that, and sometimes it does come from a very dark place. And I mean, that is the world that we live in right now, isn't it? I mean, we do live in a very dark world right now, and sometimes we just need a look at that. I mean, whether it's from where I'm at, whether it's where you're at, or any other part in the world, like, we're all able to connect to these different kinds of emotions because they're real things.
Yeah, and um, where is the darkness, there is a light in this also. So it always the game of the darkness and light, and we try to reflect it in a lyrically way too.
And I wanted to ask you one question that I always think about. Uh, we are Ukrainians, and in English language
It's not
for
native.
us is not native language, and I always interested
These people understand us.
yeah, how our lyrics sounds, and how our lyrics will be understood by people who know English from childhood.
Yeah, because for us it's like it's quite a little bit hard sometimes to express
Yeah,
your
so
thoughts,
interesting.
and interesting how you like feel it. It works.
Does it work for you?
Oh,
Yeah.
very much so. And like I said, the more I listen to it, the more that I can really start to feel those lyrics too. I mean, whether it's dark, whether it's light, I mean, whether it's more of on a global scale, whether it's more on a personal scale, and it does fit so perfectly with the music as well too. I mean, not just matching it up with the music, but like the tone of it, the lyrical content, like, it all has a great central theme to it that works together so well. And yeah, I mean, I can definitely hear, the more that I listen to this, the more that it is coming straight from the heart. And I do appreciate that because we need more of that.
Cool.
Yeah, dude.
Cool. Glad
It's
to hear it.
cool. It's cool. Thank you
Thank you.
for your kind words.
Oh, absolutely. And of course, with that as well, too, I mean, obviously, as long as everything goes in the right direction, it sounds like you guys have a pretty busy rest of the year coming up as well when it comes to touring, which is so awesome to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we had in 3 weeks we have this tour, this European tour with instruction, and then we right in a few days we will fly to US to tour with Ginger, Bandit, POD, and Malevolence. So it's pretty tight, yeah.
Yeah. Nice schedule.
Oh yeah, and I just think about that as well too, because Within Destruction is such a different band than you guys, and obviously Ginger and POD. Like, you think of you guys with those bands, it's so varied, and I love that when anyone's going to be going to those shows over here in the USA, that they're going to be able to check out such a variety of music that all comes together in this great form for one night, but you're able to show off all these different sides. And I love it when a bill is so varied. And I'm so happy to see that you guys are going to be able to come over here and show off this album in the proper promotion and the live setting.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
happy
we,
to.
we, we too.
Will you come to the show somewhere?
Actually, one of the dates is Minneapolis, and I live about 20 minutes away from there. So I think it's entirely possible, weather permitting, that I would be able to make it.
Yeah,
Cool.
dude, we need to like
Hang
hang out
out.
together and to like be,
Yeah.
keep in touch in life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely love that. And I was going to say, it's like as much as I love what's going on with the album, I imagine that these songs are going to sound even better in a live setting as well. And I know the venue that you're going to be playing at here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and you guys are going to sound incredible on that stage, and that's got me very excited.
So
Yeah, actually, we wrote a lot, like how to say it. We wrote music like with this vision how it will sound in live.
Yeah, on a big
On a big
speakers
sound, yeah,
good sound.
with a huge sound. So I think it would be
Heavy.
so cool and heavy. Yeah.
We believe it will be heavy.
Oh, that's so great that you thought of that as well too. And yeah, I imagine how much fun that's going to be as well too. I mean, being able to promote a new album and like picking and choosing what songs you want to be able to show off, whether you're playing some of the older material, whether you're playing some stuff for the first time off this album. I imagine it can be a hard process, but I imagine it's got to be fun as well to be able to choose what songs are going to work.
Actually, the to be a musician, it's very hard job. Actually, it's also so fun and so like so you can be so creative. It's open you as a character, so it's super cool. But it's still such a hard job to do, and a lot of people don't understand this part of reality. They think that being a musician is just having fun and just touring. It's fun. It's super hard job, but we're doing it because we don't know how to live other life, I guess.
So did you ask about picking tracks for a live show, or I missed something?
Oh, I was just saying that I'm excited to see what songs are going to be that you're going to be playing. I mean, whether it's older material, what songs you're going to be playing off the new album. It's exciting for me as a new fan to be able to see what songs are going to be performed in that live setting.
Yeah, and it's exciting for us too.
Yeah, let's see,
because we still don't know what exactly which songs we will play live, because we have like this open act band plays in the lineup, so we will pick the best songs and we'll put them on our short but heavy set. Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, awesome. Well, I think that's a great note to end on. And I want to thank you both again so much for taking the time to be able to talk about this brand new album coming out through Napalm Records on the 23rd of September. I enjoy this album with every listen. I'm able to appreciate it so much more and more the more I listen to it. And it was great to be able to talk to both of you, to be able to get the insight into the band, about the music, about everything that goes into it. And I'm just so excited to see all the touring that is going to be happening, and I'm very thankful for you guys to be able to take the time to be able to talk to me.
Me too. Thank you for
you.
having us. It's a big deal for us, so thank you so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope we will see each other in real life.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to make that happen as long as the weather holds up over here. Over here in Minnesota, like winter can hit at any time. So I mean, as long as I can make it there without crashing my car, I definitely want to try to make it
I have
out
a
there.
question.
Oh,
Fargo
sure.
is about Fargo TV show is about Minnesota or no?
Yes, it is. Fargo is a city in North Dakota, but almost all of the show takes place in Minnesota.
Oh, cool. Cool. Yeah, so we know a little bit
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
And it's funny because a couple of the seasons are like 1 or 2 towns away from me
Oh,
being
cool.
discussed on the show. So
Yeah, actually, for us, it's super excited. Yeah, it's like we like TV shows. We are in this pop culture, in this American pop culture, and it's so interesting to see all these locations
Right,
from
yeah.
movies. Yeah, it was actually it was a dream for me to see all these locations because in Ukraine we see this just like in our screens and it's super strange.
Hope we will see it
Yeah,
soon.
to be there.
oh yes, and yeah, I'm hoping I can make it out to that show and be able to see you guys live because I want to hear these songs in that live setting. And I wish both of you and the rest of the band, of course, the best. Obviously, with everything that's going on right now, I'm so glad that you have been able to stay safe and just being able to take this time to be able to talk to me and get prepping for touring and everything else that's going on. And I just truly appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you, man. We too.
We too.